Hello, everybody, and welcome to another evening of Smash Tourney. I hope everybody's doing super well on this Tuesday. Let me say hello to everybody who's here. Thanks for stopping in. Thermal Pollution was technically kind of first, waffling back and forth between Rosalina and Luma and Dr. Mario to get things started for us tonight, but it was actually, truly, Developer Rowan who was first tonight, so congratulations for redeeming first to Developer Rowan. We also got Gigantic Pingu. We got Familiar Territory. We got, well, I already said Developer Rowan, but here's Developer Rowan's first message. We got Phoenix finally showing up at the beginning here. Welcome in, Phoenix. Happy to have you here finally. Soul, welcome in. We got Gina Leah. Gina Leah, one of our actually fiercest competitors, if you really think about it, considering how well she's played. We also got Prince Anime, welcome in. We got Degaboo, User Fifu, Dandelion Ghost, BP. I think that's everybody. What was the song name? That was Mata Hari by the Atomic Fireballs. Here's the actual name. Here's the link to the song if you're curious. My VOD, of course, will be muted for playing that, but I was kind of vibing with it before stream, so I decided to just let it go. So, anyways, I know Developer Rowan said the music slaps, and obviously I'm glad that people liked the music. I haven't been posting to YouTube, so if the VOD gets muted, who really cares anyway? You know what I mean? Oh, Gigantic Pingu's mom's favorite candy is Atomic Fireball. That's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Also, Soul liked the music. Everybody liked the music. I might have to keep that in mind for the future. They also covered, they covered Man with the Hex, which was also played in the Scooby-Doo live-action movie. So you may recognize that band from that particular instance of their discography. But let's see, what do we got tonight? We got two fighters with double sponsors. We got Dr. Mario, of course, always a fan favorite is that Dr. Mario. We've seen him go deep into tournaments, and he's up against an extremely weak opponent. So not too surprising to see Dr. Mario get a couple sponsors here. Likewise, Pikachu Libre with the double sponsor there over at CPU 16 up against Luigi. Pikachu, bit of a hit or miss, but of course, some people are staunch supporters of the Pikachu line. I know Dega is among those who really believe in Pikachu, even if Pikachu fails to deliver. Mata Hari was the Dutch gal who got executed by France for spying for Germany. Okay, well, you know, I really got that vibe from the song, if you think about it. But yeah, so okay, other than that, we've got a couple weaker fighters in tonight's roster. Obviously, we've got Jigglypuff, we got Rosalina and Luma, we got Pikachu, we got Luigi. You know, actually quite a decent number of fighters that don't necessarily see a ton of success. I would also include Pac-Man in that bunch. But then we also have some really strong fighters, some really fierce competitors. We got Ridley, we got Donkey Kong, we got Incineroar, who just won multiple tournaments earlier in this season. Welcome in, Hyperactive BS. Pikachu, not usually your pick, Gina Leah, but the Luchador costume will help her. Well, we'll have to see if that's true. Pika Libre is, of course, a fan favorite from, I believe it was the Sun and Moon games. And we'll see if Pikachu can represent Gina Leah and Degaboo properly in tonight's tournament. We got about 2 minutes left, so get those sponsorships in if you're still straggling or have not yet decided. Now is the time to really start thinking about it. Let me go over the rules for those of you who need a refresher or for those of you who are new. In these 10 minutes before the tournament starts, you can sponsor a fighter by using !S space, the number of the fighter that you want to sponsor. You want to sponsor whoever you think is going to win the entire tournament. Every match they win will earn you 3 points, up to a total of 12 possible points from sponsoring the winner of tonight's tournament. But that is not the only way that you can win points tonight. Before every match, of which there are 15, we'll give you about a minute to make your predictions on the outcome. Making a prediction will get you 1 point, and making a correct prediction will earn you an extra point. So 30 points from predictions, 12 from these sponsorships. 42 is the magic number that we want to hit. Nobody's ever gotten 42 of 42, but if you manage to get 42 of 42, you'll win an extra $10 on top of tonight's prize of, or first place prize of $10. So that's important, and of course, if you manage to go 0 for 15, you have a bit of a rough start to the night, and you want to go for the anti-gold prize, we'll also give out $10. If anybody manages to go 0 for 15, or sorry, 0 for 15 on predictions tonight. Nobody's done that either, so maybe tonight could be the first time that somebody goes all the way or none of the way. We'll see how that goes. And of course, for every prediction you make, even if it's right or wrong, it'll earn you an entry into the consolation prize raffle, which we will award at the end of the stream. You just got to be here for it. That's it. It's going to be $5 tonight, but you know, $5 gets you a cup of coffee. You know, a Steam game for $5 or less. There's a lot you can do with $5. So stick around for that. There's also the mid prize going 7 or 8 for 15 and your sponsor loses first round. That's just called the thermal pollution prize, if we're being honest. Nice cup of sludge. I mean, yeah, if you want a cup of sludge or you want a Grog's brew, as I know Gigantic Pingu is a big fan of Grog's green ale or whatever. You know, I don't know that you could quite afford it. Maybe with a win you could afford it. I'm not sure you could get that with $5, but you know, nice cup of sludge. Can't scoff at that. All right, get your snacks ready, drinks ready too if you're feeling like it. I know I'm gonna need water tonight because I always end up yelling. Grog hit hard by the tariffs. Oh, it makes so much sense. That's true. I didn't even consider how the tariffs would impact Grog's green brew. Gonna buy so many dry beans. Okay, now Soul is onto something here. Soul is onto something. You buy the beans. Think about how much money you save if you make the coffee yourself. All right, that is about 10 minutes in. We'll give you guys, I don't know, maybe 15 more seconds in case there's anybody lingering out there that wants to drop their predictions, or rather their sponsors early here. I mean, obviously 12 points often makes or breaks the leaderboard in the end. You can, of course, still win even if you don't sponsor, but it definitely helps. What are the tariffs on Tatooine imports? Astronomical, I would say. Why is it called Prize Smash 64 when we're playing the newer game? Oh, you know what? That's a great point, BP. I absolutely should have done a special tournament for this. I even set up my management application to support other games. I really should have done Melee or something to commemorate the 64th Prize Smash, but I don't know. We'll make something happen soon. Some fun shenanigans. But for tonight, it's par for the course. We got Pokeballs, Master Balls, assist trophies, and Smash Meter, and I guess Staged More are the main things that are enabled tonight. So we'll have to be on the lookout for that. All right, let me pull up my tournament management application here, and we will. It looks like everybody's in that wants to be. So we're going to close up the sponsorships for tonight's tournament, and let's do this. Let me make sure that I'm not going to screw this up, because I often do. But, all right, here we go. Let's get this tournament on the road, starting with our first matchup of the night, which I did talk a little bit about earlier today. That matchup is, of course, Rosalina and Luma versus Dr. Mario. We did just see a very horrible showing from Rosalina and Luma last week, and really any week that Rosalina and Luma are present. And say hello to my dog, who is playing with a million toys right now and causing loud noises, but we love him. If you think that Rosalina and Luma win this one, please type !predict space 1 or !p space 1 if you prefer the shorthand, or if you think Dr. Mario is going to win, like the majority of you do, please predict 2. Gina, Leah, Dandelion Ghost, Degaboo, Hyperactive BS going to throw their support behind Rosalina and Luma. A very, very bold play early on here. Of course, we do have the Thermal Pollution Dr. Mario sponsor, so that is worth noting. Do we have, I think we have one more Dr. Mario sponsor. I'm not sure if it's one of the people that currently are predicting Rosalina and Luma, or if they just have not yet made their predictions, but very curious, very curious. No Rosalina and Luma sponsors, so really Dr. Mario here to bring home 5 points to Thermal, and anybody else that wants to, or that did sponsor Dr. Mario leading up to this match. And of course, Thermal Pollution wanted to get it out of the way early. Very understandable indeed. All right, hopefully you guys are all in. Looks like we're going to stick with 11. Maybe 11 is the magic number tonight in terms of where we'll pull the trigger to start any given match. With that, let me close up the predictions for match number 1, and let's get this show on the road. I'm so sorry, Familiar Territory. Just missed it. My apologies. Well, we'll go for 12 next time. All right, Big Blue is the first map of the night. And Dr. Mario already doing an insane amount of damage to Rosalina and Luma, who has yet to do anything. The Luma is already dead. Rosalina and Luma going to take stage damage as well. Actually, the only damage Dr. Mario's taken is also from the stage. Luma finally going to have a chance to respawn here. Alright, she's still not really going for damage, and she's not going to get the Pokeball either, and this is going to split the stage with Alolan Exeggutor. And Rosalina can't jump over, and she's actually going to take stage damage as punishment. She's separated from her Luma as well. But she's actually using the Luma to do damage to Dr. Mario. Alolan Exeggutor may prevent Rosalina from recovering, and an incredible use of the Pokemon will send Rosalina to an early grave here. No damage necessary, just literally prevented her from recovering. Although, she gets the immediate return kill on a low percentage HP Dr. Mario. So, a really good play from Rosalina and Luma there, although they're throwing away their lead immediately. In fact, she's gone. So in the same way that she took advantage of positioning on on Dr. Mario's first stock, Dr. Mario does the exact same. So Dr. Mario is going to bully Rosalina Luma right out of this tournament, as many of you did in fact predict. And where does that leave us on the leaderboard? Of course, User Fifu and Thermal Pollution looking pretty good with those sponsor wins to start things off. Obviously, those of you that supported Rosalina, it's just 1 point that you missed out on, but none of you sponsored Rosalina and Luma, so no tears shed there. Ooh, Risto, welcome in. Yeah, well, feel free to lurk. Happy to have you here. And obviously, you can join in whenever you get back. Okay, on we go to match number 2. This time, hopefully, maybe a little bit more interesting, or maybe a little bit less one-sided, perhaps. We've got Pac-Man versus Jigglypuff. If you think Pac-Man wins this matchup, please predict 3. If you think Jigglypuff wins this matchup, please predict 4. Of course, Dandelion Ghost, always a Jigglypuff supporter, and Pingu feeling a bit packish, I think he said tonight. Packish? So it will be Pingu versus Dandelion Ghost is our sponsor matchup in this one. And clearly the chat really feeling Pac-Man in this one. Actually, Pac-Man's running away with it. This will make or break the quality of Gigantic Pingu's evening. And of course, that's perfectly understandable. We've all been there. We've all been made or killed by Smash Tourney success or failure. All right, there's our 12 votes. I want to make sure that, okay, and Familiar Territory's in. So I think 12 votes is what we roll forward with. I'll give you guys a couple extra seconds just in case anybody's feeling like they want to switch it up. Maybe switch for Jigglypuff. Ball battle, it is a ball battle. People love balls. But which ball is better? Who is the better ball? Exactly, as Hyperactive BS said. Oh, you can switch. Yeah, you can switch at any time. The only thing you can't switch is your sponsor. If you feel like switching off Jigglypuff, feel free, switch to Pac-Man. You can go with the flow. If you're feeling like you want to join the masses, feel free. If you want to go with the underdog, obviously getting an extra point on top of these 9 people would absolutely pay off. So we'll see if Jigglypuff can do just that. Maybe this will be one of the tournaments where Jigglypuff finally makes a deep run. We'll see if that's true. Predictions for match number 2 are closed, and we will get right into this one. Let's see which ball is bigger. Phoenix likes a singing ball. Okay. Interesting stage. Jigglypuff has to be careful. Jigglypuff almost dies, but does manage to recover because, of course, she is very, very floaty. And Pac-Man also able to recover, but these narrow pits always seem to do the CPUs in, and we'll see if that will be the downfall of either of these guys, although both of them pretty good recovery and not really limited by horizontal space. So it may not affect them too much. First assist trophy is going to go to Jigglypuff. It is Vince, who's going to draw on top of Pac-Man, do some chip damage, prevent Pac-Man from seeing too much, although that more hinders us than it does Pac-Man, I would say. But Jigglypuff with a very, very strong start so far. In fact, she's flying away, letting Vince do all the damage to Pac-Man. Pac-Man almost at triple-digit damage. Jigglypuff just needs 1 or 2 more hits to get Pac-Man to that point. Will we see a down B kill from Jigglypuff? Maybe not quite necessarily a Alolan Vulpix for Jigglypuff. An assist from the Pokemon here for our Pokemon fighter. Doing quite a lot of damage, puts Pac-Man at 133, although Pac-Man's still holding his own up against Jigglypuff. And we get a nice kill from Jigglypuff there. Not quite a sleep kill, but that's all right. We have an assist trophy also, as we've seen our second F-Zero stage of the night. And here we go, Tiki for Jigglypuff, a great use of an assist trophy. One of the stronger assist trophies in the game. It's going to stick around for quite a while. Pac-Man gets Final Smash, though. He is going to have an opportunity to use it while Tiki is going. So actually, good use here. Can Jigglypuff hold on? Jigglypuff holds on! She does not die to the knockback from Pac-Man's Final Smash, and now Pac-Man gonna take a bit more damage to Tiki. Tiki's gonna leave, and now, of course, Jigglypuff gets Fletchling. So not the strongest Pokemon, but she's held on for as long as she needs at the moment. A full stock advantage, and she loses in the Final Smash. A perfectly timed execution from Pac-Man, but we got Rodon for Jigglypuff as well, and he despawns! He completely despawns and he doesn't come back, so now things not looking great for Jigglypuff. She's lucky that she's in the position that she is. She needs a kill. She needs to close this out before it gets too far away from her. Here's another Pokeball. All the items going Jigglypuff's way this time. No stranger, it's Meowth, Payday, and the stage are going to take out Pac-Man. Jigglypuff will move on. The Singing Ball, and those of you that bet for the underdog, including Dandelion Ghost, looking pretty good right now. Jigglypuff with that win gonna face Dr. Mario in the quarterfinals. It's now Thermal Pollution and Dandelion Ghost tied for first place with 6 points each. Obviously plenty of tournament left to go, and literally anybody can still win in tonight's lineup, although maybe not Gigantic Pingu. Gigantic Pingu's night is ruined, of course, unfortunately, with Pac-Man going down early. Dandelion Ghost just loves the little pink guy. I guess there's not much more to be said on that front as we move on to match number 3. This is going to be an interesting one. We've got Ryu versus Lucas is our third matchup of the night. If you think Ryu will win, please predict 5. If you think Lucas will win, please predict 6. Of course, one thing that we have to keep in mind going into these matchups is that, like we saw in the previous match, any stage where we have very, narrow vertical pits, it's tough for someone like Lucas to recover. Great recovery normally, can also use his up B offensively as well. But we've seen Lucas fall prey to that more than once. And now Developer Rowan going for the 2 stock on behalf of Lucas right now. That's Rowan's bet. We'll see if that's true. No bonus points for getting the 2 stock correctly, although at some point I got to introduce my little channel point bonuses so that you guys can modify your predictions on the fly. That is not happening tonight, though. We could do a poll. We could do a poll. I do wish that I could link up to the poll API, because then I would probably just do polls instead of having my own management application for this. Yeah, we could do the point bet thing if people are feeling it. Thermal Pollution, I thought you were a mod for my channel. Are you not a mod in here? Maybe you were just a mod for my Ridley GM channel. Maybe I've just imagined it all along. Maybe I unmodded you. Who knows? All right, we got 12 votes in. That looks like everybody. This is one of the biggest one-sided affairs that we've had in quite some time. 10-2 in favor of Lucas over Ryu, who just made it, I think, to the finals recently. We'll have to see if Lucas can really hold his own up against Ryu, or if Ryu, the underdog, is going to be able to come back and clinch this victory for the 2 of you that believe in Ryu. And here we go, Lucas versus Ryu. And this is exactly the kind of stage I'm talking about. One that does not really serve Lucas very well. It's gonna be tough for Lucas to recover if Ryu can get him in either of the vertical pits on either side of this stage. He's gonna have to be very careful to avoid those areas. Oh, and here we go. This is exactly what I'm talking about. He is able to use his jump to recover. No up B required at that point in time. The egg gonna miss from Chansey, but Dedenne for Lucas, who is gonna be able to recover. Oh, he's gonna grab to recover. Dedenne doing the full damage right now to Ryu. Ryu just was in the Dedenne electricity field there for like a good solid 5 seconds or so. PK Fire gonna be used aggressively here. This is gonna be tough for Ryu to recover. Does he have the ability to recover? He does. He's back. There is another Pokeball. Lucas using his range to his advantage at the moment. Doesn't really want to get in close quarters with Ryu. The uppercut from Ryu going to do some damage to Lucas as well, but Lucas is going to get the Pokeball. It is Pyukumuku. And a nice hit from Lucas there. But Ryu should be able to recover. Another up B hit from Ryu, doing quite a bit of damage as well. We are stage morphing, and we gotta be careful here. Can Ryu recover? He cannot. So the stage morph will take out Ryu on the first stock there. There is an assist trophy, which Ryu is gonna get, and this is Bomberman on a very, very small stage. So this could be great news. Oh, is that enough to take out Lucas? It is. So Ryu with the Bomberman assist trophy does quite a lot of damage there, and Bomberman's not going anywhere just yet. As we got Spupa making its first appearance on behalf of Ryu as well. We are stage morphing back. Bomberman gonna use fire of its own, not PK fire, but maybe not necessary. Ryu's got Final Smash first. They both have Final Smash available. Lucas gonna use it first, but Ryu is at way lower HP, and Lucas, what are you doing? Lucas aiming in the complete wrong direction. Springman for Ryu as well. And Ryu gonna use the Hadouken, and no, Springman is gonna punch Lucas out of the Final Smash. Absolute disaster from Springman. He's gonna need to make this. Oh no, he's gonna miss Lucas entirely as well. Springman absolutely blunders that assist trophy usage for Ryu. But can Ryu close it out? He's got a Master Ball. It's Solgaleo. Solgaleo's pretty good. These laser blasts, these solar flares gonna do a lot of damage, but actually Lucas managing to evade most of them, but not the last one. Ryu will close this one out, and the two Ryu supporters gonna go home 1 point richer compared to everybody else. What a match. Absolutely crazy matchup in that one, but it is gonna be Ryu moving on over Lucas. Did we have Ryu sponsors? No, we did not, but we did have, do we have a Lucas sponsor? We did, Hyperactive, yes. Unfortunately, could potentially go 0 for 15 tonight. Nobody gonna be able to go 15 for 15 on prediction, so already these upsets have been very, very impactful on the leaderboard. Right now it is still Thermal Pollution and Dandelion Ghost tied for first place, and they're the ones to catch. Okay, on we go, match number 4. This time we got Falco versus Ganondorf. Falco, kind of a rare appearance for us, but he's here tonight. Predict 7 if you think Falco wins this matchup. Predict 8 if you think Ganondorf is going to win. I'm going to feed my dog while I give you guys a little bit of time here to discuss this particular matchup, so make sure to get those votes in the meantime. Call me Simpsons comic book guy. The way my night is ruined, says Gigantic Pingu. You never know. We've had crazier things happen. In fact, to start Season 2, many of the people that won actually didn't even have their sponsors win or go far at all, and we could see that tonight. We have quite a few fighters that are underrepresented in terms of sponsorships. Phoenix likes an underdog, and Falco is more of a bird than a dog, but worth noting. Can we bring back Rusty's retirement? That's a great idea, Dandelion Ghost. I probably should. I probably should get that back up. Really made sense for this stream, you know? Like, it really resonated with people. Maybe I'll do it next stream. We can't do it too often because it's so weird and so obtrusive, but I do have it pulled up. Like, I still have the sources in OBS, so we can get that going at some point. All right, so hopefully, we got 11 votes in, looking for maybe one more. Not sure if anybody's still out there looking to drop their prediction, but obviously now would be the time to do so before we get started. Predict 7 for Falco, 8 for Ganondorf. Familiar Territory says, in Star Fox 64, he says, Fox, I am a gay man, and I want you to respect that. And Fox says, of course, Falco, you're my best friend. That's kind of beautiful. Also, Rowan says, I do want to point out that Pingu predicted 88. Do we have to be concerned? I would say we probably need to cancel Pingu. We probably need to cancel Pingu as soon as possible. All right, hopefully everybody's in that wants to be. I'm not sure who we lost. Maybe it's Hyperactive BS. I'm not sure. Hyperactive BS, if you want to go for the 0 for 15 prize, now would be the time to do so if you feel like dropping your prediction. Otherwise, we will get started in just a couple seconds. This one not quite as one-sided, but Ganondorf obviously with a slight edge in the voting over Falco, almost 2-1. All All right, Hyperactive BS going to throw the support now behind Falco, thinking Falco is going to lose, potentially. Hopefully that doesn't make any of you nervous that we're already Falco supporters. All right, predictions for match number 4 are closed, and let's get underway. In Smash Bros. Brawl, when you pick Ganondorf, the Wiimote went, oh yeah! I miss Brawl. I gotta do a Brawl tournament at some point. All right, I mean, so far, Ganondorf with a really strong start over Falco. 70% to 17%, although Falco finally going to get some recovery damage here. He is going to actually prevent Ganondorf from recovering temporarily. Ganondorf's going to use the spring to get back, and he's also got a Pokeball. It's a Alolan Raichu, which does do a bit of damage to Falco to start things off here. And in fact, Falco running into a Alolan Raichu a number of times to take some extra damage, although Falco has brought this match back where it looked pretty lost for him pretty early on. Now Falco in triple-digit damage. Ooh, a nice move from Ganondorf, going to take out Falco's first stock, using advantage of both sides of the blade. And there we go, we got Genesect though. Genesect for Falco. Ganondorf gonna have to be careful here. Genesect lasts for quite some time. We are stage morphing away. Speaking of the Wii, we've got some Miis making an appearance. Ganondorf gonna go down though. Falco gonna get affected by the Ganondorf recovery there. Shadow the Hedgehog makes his appearance, but Falco gonna completely miss his final smash. So now it's looking very bad for Falco. Ganondorf at 0% on this second stock and almost has his final smash available. Those of you who are longtime viewers of Smash Tourney know that Ganondorf almost always immediately uses the final smash when available. Will he do the same in this matchup? He's about to get it. One more hit from Falco is going to do it, or actually one hit from Ganondorf. Ganondorf actually frozen by Fatal Frame, and it's going to be frozen again. So Falco has an opportunity to do something here, but no! Ganondorf will get the job done. Did not have the opportunity to immediately use the final smash, but used it when he could, and Ganondorf will win that one. Falco goes down in a pretty convincing fashion in that particular matchup. So where does that leave our leaderboard through the first 4? It's going to put Soul at the top of the leaderboard, above Thermal Pollution and Dandelion Ghost, actually. So out of nowhere, Soul going to jump into first place. So it is now Soul to catch with 10 points. Only 7 points spreading the top of the leaderboard here. So not too bad, not too bad. Obviously, we still got a lot of tournament left to go, a lot of sponsors yet to be seen. So on we go to match number 5. I know we've got some sponsors in this one. We got some Donkey Kong supporters. We got a couple Banjo supporters. If you think Donkey Kong wins, and of course, as it was mentioned in the pregame, Donkey Kong does have a game coming out. Does that give him some kind of special power? I'm not sure, but if you think Donkey Kong wins this matchup, please predict 9. If you think that Banjo and Kazooie win this matchup, please predict 10. As many of you have already done. BP, of course, with the Banjo and Kazooie sponsor, feeling pretty good. And if you're never sure, following BP's predictions, not always a bad bet. But familiar territory backing Donkey Kong in this one. And it's honestly pretty close, which I think is fair. Both relatively heavyweight fighters pack a big punch. We saw Banjo have a pretty strong showing last week. Will Banjo and Kazooie have a similarly strong performance this week, is the question. All right, and we got 11 votes in, looking for potentially one more. Also got a coconut gun in the last update. That is true. They actually patched Smash Ultimate specifically to give Donkey Kong a coconut gun. All right, looking for potentially one more. I don't know who we're missing. I just want to make sure that everybody has an opportunity to drop your predictions if you want them. Obviously, every point or every prediction you make, right or wrong, does get you entered into the consolation prize raffle, so you definitely don't want to miss out on that. But it looks like 11 is what we will roll forward with, and that is perfectly fine. I'm going to close up the predictions, and let's see who is going to win this clash between Donkey Kong and Banjo and Kazooie. Where are we headed? If he shoots ya, it's gonna hurt. Rowan gets it. Pilot Wings is our first map in this set. And Banjo looking very strong to start things off, using Kazooie as a weapon. And all these eggs actually doing quite a lot of damage as well. Gonna do the bird bash or whatever it's called. I actually don't really remember any of the Banjo and Kazooie move names. But, okay, finally, Banjo gonna take a little bit of damage. They've got a Pokeball, though. It is Swirlix, so Swirlix gonna actually put Donkey Kong to, not to sleep, but to slow him down quite a lot. Alright, and is that enough to take out Donkey Kong? A really strong start for Banjo and Kazooie here. Who always thought it was Banjo-Kazooie. I think the game is called Banjo-Kazooie, but the people in the game are Banjo and Kazooie. All right, Snorlax gonna make its first appearance of the night. Gonna miss, as it always does. If there's one thing reliable in life, it is that Snorlax will not connect with its intended target. These moves from Banjo and Kazooie doing quite a lot of damage to Donkey Kong, but Donkey Kong's holding on, and in fact, Donkey Kong almost has Final Smash available, and using the Final Smash before death could be a really good sign for Donkey Kong here. Could bring this right back in its favor. Even Banjo and Kazooie getting very low as well on their first stock. They could go down early because they haven't had the opportunity to take down Donkey Kong. The Grenade Egg going to miss, as we do have another Pokeball in play. Donkey Kong has to be careful, has Final Smash available. He's also used the Pokeball. It is Pyukumuku. Pyukumuku gonna punch, and Donkey Kong gonna swing and miss just over Banjo and Kazooie's heads. Now it's Banjo and Kazooie with the Final Smash. They will not miss, as we've got this Jinjo attack going to take down Donkey Kong. They are gone. Okay, and now there's another Pokeball in play. Will we see this Pokeball come out? Will it make an impact? Obviously, Donkey Kong looking for any opportunity to get Banjo and Kazooie out of this match. Not quite yet. Here we go. It's Abra. This can teleport Banjo and Kazooie off the stage. We are stage morphing. Banjo and Kazooie may have actually been saved by that attack on Stage Morph. Abra gonna actually teleport them away, but it's gonna teleport them right into the Pokeball. No, it's gonna give Donkey Kong the opportunity to use the Pokeball, and now Vulpix going to make its first appearance. Banjo-Kazooie trying to play above the stage here, but they roll into the fire from Vulpix. Not great, but they hang on, and okay, finally they're gone, but Donkey Kong at 82%, almost has Final Smash again, though. As Eevee comes out for Donkey Kong as well, a nice tackle from Eevee. And here we go, Donkey Kong has Final Smash. This time he doesn't miss. Is this enough for the KO? 63%, and somehow, some way, Donkey Kong, after whiffing the Final Smash on stock number 1, gonna come back and win in stock number 2. So Donkey Kong moves on over Banjo and Kazooie, unfortunately. So maybe there is something. DK, Donkey Kong. Very true, very interesting. Okay, so with that, Thermal Pollution now ties Soul XOXO in the lead, 11 points each. Developer Rowan and Dandelion Ghost hanging on just behind in familiar territory. Not great with the predictions so far tonight, but moves up into 5th place with that Donkey Kong win. Hopefully, we will see Donkey Kong make a deep run for familiar territory. Who won last week? So maybe going for back-to-back. You never know. Okay, on we go to match number 6. Of course, my favorite Smash fighter in Ridley up against Fox. And of course, you guys never know when I manipulate the levels here, but of course I have Ridley at 9 and Fox at 1 in case that influences your voting one way or the other. Gina Leah, thank you for stopping in. Very, very fun to have you here as always. Hopefully Pikachu will win it for you. You never know, you could still get first place. But yeah, thanks for tuning in, Gina Leah. Hopefully we'll see you next week. Of course, I'm also just joking. Both of these fighters are at level 9, although, I don't know, Ridley, the side B slide, you know, it's pretty lethal. Will we see that be the end of Fox tonight? I'm not sure. But anyways, if you think Ridley wins this matchup, please predict 11. If you think Fox wins this matchup, please predict 12. And of course, I don't know if we have any Ridley sponsors in the chat. It doesn't look like it, but of course, Phoenix backing Fox. Ridley versus Phoenix. Classic matchup. Of course, if Pikachu wins it all, I will let you know, Gina Leah. Thanks for stopping in. Phoenix never heard of Ridley until now. Of course, Ridley, classic Metroid villain. Space Dragon. And we got 9 votes in, potentially looking for maybe one more. Everyone thinks he's just a monster, but he's actually a pirate. That's okay, Phoenix. I've also never played the Metroid games. I only ever knew who Ridley was because of the boss rush stage in Brawl. And it looks like 9 may be our magic number moving forward. Also, okay, obviously the odds improve for everybody else when we lose some people, so good news for you guys. Let's move on to match number 6. Get this one underway. Ridley versus Fox. Where are we headed stage-wise? What kind of items are we going to see? Ooh, Nintendogs is our stage, so very interesting. This one probably a good side B stage for Ridley. Will he do it right away? Not quite. He was thinking about it. But not going to have an opportunity to side B slide. Although Fox not in a good spot, you do not want to play the edge of the stage against Ridley. Fox now at 67%, but is doing some return damage to Ridley here. That's what you like to see. All right, assist trophy does make an appearance. Ridley's gonna grab it first. Does he have an opportunity to put it down? He does, and here we go. Metroid, Mother Brain. I don't know why I said Metroid, but Mother Brain, actually gets despawned by the falling blocks. So lucky play for Fox there. Ridley and Fox both actually pretty evenly matched at the moment, just over 100% for both of them. Another assist trophy Fox has it this time. Takamaru is available, but Ridley's going to throw Fox off the stage, and Takamaru going to do the same to Ridley, so we are all tied up. 0% apiece. Where are we stage morphing to? It looks like Battlefield. It is, in fact, Battlefield with 6 platforms, so very interesting. Ridley's going to get Final Smash first, but it only insta-KOs at 100% damage. Fox not even close. The side B slide, not enough damage. Fox going to use Final Smash first. Is 47% enough to get the kill on Ridley? The heavyweight, 69%. How far will he go? Not even close. Ridley's Final Smash is available, but Fox only at 25%. Bold play from Ridley from across the stage. Gonna do some damage to Fox here, but again, not enough to actually get the KO, so we are tied. Ridley takes a very, very small lead now over Fox. Samurai Goro trying to get to Ridley, but hasn't been able to connect so far. Now Ridley's the one over 100% damage. Did Ridley pick up the Pokeball? He did! The spike from Ridley gonna take out Fox! Oh boy, really unfortunate positioning from Fox there. It felt like he could have probably hung on, but no, it will be Ridley advancing to take on Donkey Kong in the quarterfinals. Unfortunately for Phoenix, that is where the journey of Fox will end tonight, but of course, you could still win the whole thing. You never know. Only 5 points currently separate you from the top spot. You just need to hope that some sponsorless fighters move on, like Ridley. Maybe you become a Ridley supporter. Ridley does look actually like one of the monsters from live action Scooby-Doo. I totally agree with that. I completely 100% agree. Okay, on to match number 7. We've got Dark Samus up against Incineroar. If you think Dark Samus wins this matchup, predict 13. If you think Incineroar wins this matchup, predict 14. And to no one's surprise, Incineroar has all the support to start things off here. Incineroar, a very strong fighter. And it is the year of the furries. Phoenix going for the underdog spot. Somebody's got to believe in Dark Samus. Somebody has to make up the difference now that the sponsor is eliminated early. This is exactly the kind of bold play that you love to see. This could really pay off. This could get you a lot of extra points on the leaderboard. So we'll see if that is the case. We got 9 votes in, which is actually the number that we started with last time. So I will give you guys maybe 15 or so more seconds in case anybody else wants to slide their prediction in. Get those consolation prize entries going. Otherwise, I'll get us started. And that's why we wait, because we got Pingu and Hyperactive BS throwing their votes in. Hyperactive BS also going for the underdog pick here, also needing some sponsorless individuals to make it to the end. And with that, I think 11 votes is where we'll actually send it, because that should be most everybody. Match number 7 closed up for predictions, and away we go. Dark Samus versus Incineroar. Very interesting matchup. Obviously, Dark Samus actually a significantly successful fighter, but Incineroar has won multiple tournaments, and it really is Incineroar to lose. It's his game to lose at this point. And a nice throw from Incineroar, doing a lot of damage to Dark Samus early here. Exactly what many of you predicted to see. And look at this constant barrage of hits from Incineroar onto Dark Samus. Dark Samus not even really having an opportunity to catch her breath here. Dr. Wily as well for Incineroar. So this is a very strong assist trophy, which is going to do a lot of extra damage on this Dark Samus, who's already at 134% to Incineroar's 11. But to Dark Samus's benefit, this is a huge stage, and the knockback potential normally is not quite there, but Dr. Wily going to get the job done. Dark Samus does not lose out on Final Smash, though, so that is important to watch. This Final Smash from Dark... Oh, no! Dark Samus and Incineroar go too far on the stage morph, and as a result, Incineroar is going to get the 2-stock, even though it ends up kind of being somewhat of a clean slate on that one. So really, stage morph the MVP in that particular matchup. Incineroar will move on. Dark Samus will not. And it is Year of the Furries. Great news for Prince Anime, who jumps up into third place. We have a 3-way tie for third. That's important. Got to watch that for sure. But Thermal Pollution now takes Soul first place. Ahead of Soul, actually. Not an intended play on words, but it is what it is. So Thermal Pollution is in the lead. It's not something we see too often, but something we've seen a little bit more in recent weeks as we move on to our last match in the round of 16. Of course, another one with some significant stakes. We got a number of sponsors in this one. We got one Luigi supporter and developer Rowan, and I know we have two supporters of Pika Libre, but Gina Leah obviously had to dip out early, which is completely fine, but maybe Gina Leah will get some sponsor points in the end out of this, maybe up to 12 if Pikachu can run the gauntlet. Maybe not likely, but you never know. Stranger things have happened here on Smash Tourney. All right. So, yeah, if you think Luigi wins this matchup, please predict 15. If you think Pikachu wins this matchup, please predict 16. I'm pining for Dr. Mario versus Luigi finally. Well, I mean, we could see it. We absolutely could. I mean, we wanted to see it back after the United situation. Maybe it will happen in tonight's match. And of course, Soul hopes Luigi gets 2-stocked here. Wow. Fighting words. I guess big supporter of Pikachu in this one. Or maybe just a Luigi hater. Soul does hate America. I mean, many people are saying this, including developer Rowan. All right, and that's 10 votes in. Potentially looking for one more if you feel like dropping your prediction. Make sure to do so now. No hate to Luigi supporters. Soul's just a Luigi hater. And sometimes, that's fine. Okay, 10 votes in. Looks like we will go for... Oh, there we go. Risto, welcome back. All right, that's 11 votes. I was just about to close out the predictions. You snuck in right in time with a little bit more than half of the tournament left to go. So lots and lots of points left on the table to be earned, including the ones from this matchup between Luigi and Pikachu Libre. Let's get started with match number 8. Where are we headed? Oh, Flurry Attack. I thought that said Furry Attack for a moment, to the point of it being a Year of the Furries. Interesting stage. I don't know that this particularly benefits one fighter more than another. But they're actually going to break the environment here. Pikachu maybe... Oh, if you just thrown Luigi the other way, that could have been an early stock for free from Pikachu, but does not manage to do so. Both fighters going to have to hang on here as we move along with the stage as the Pokeball drops over on the right side of the stage should either fighter want to go for it. It's just a normal Pokeball, not a Master Ball. Pikachu thinking about it, trying to get support. Both of them using their ranged, ball and gas attacks against each other. Goldeen, unfortunately, is the get for Pikachu, so not an effective Pokemon in any sense of the word. And Luigi with a nice hit there onto Pikachu, doing quite a lot of damage. Another Pokeball spawns. Looks like Pikachu will have another opportunity to get something, but will not have an opportunity to use it, as Luigi will combo Pikachu down. And now has a one-stock advantage over Pikachu. All right, of course, this stage also very interesting because we got this little Birdman guy that can also potentially join the fray and do some damage. Another Pokeball. We've seen a lot of Pokeballs in this match, but not many of them used. Luigi will have an opportunity to get it at Scizor, so this is a great Pokemon for him to get. This is a lot of damage from Scizor. Pikachu is in trouble. Maybe needs to use the Final Smash just to avoid the Scizor, but will not even, oh my gosh, not good positioning for Pikachu. He's losing it, but he will, in fact, connect on it in the end. Not looking good for Luigi. He gets the Final Smash just before dying, so Pikachu biding its time for the time being, as we are stage morphing away back to the stage we were on initially. And, of course, there is an assist trophy over on the side. Pikachu can finish this off, but Luigi will actually get it done with a taunt kill. So Luigi moves on in a pretty strong performance. Unfortunately for the Pikachu supporters out there, Pikachu goes down in the round of 16. So Luigi with that win, where does that leave us on the leaderboard? Up special, sorry, Familiar Territory, you're right. I couldn't actually see because it was kind of off screen, and I don't know what I'm talking about when I talk about these things. But Developer Rowan jumps into first place, 7 of 8. For precision. Wasn't really on my radar for the leaderboard, but of course needed those Luigi sponsor points to catapult him up there. So now it is Developer Rowan as the one to catch. Thermal Pollution takes a second place seat just behind Developer Rowan, but like I said, lots of tournament left to go, lots and lots of points left to be earned by everybody. Okay, and on to match number 9. The first match of our quarterfinals. We have Dr. Mario versus Jigglypuff. Maybe not a matchup that many people expected to see, but one that we have. Predict 2 if you think Dr. Mario wins this one, and Jigglypuff, or predict 4 if you think Jigglypuff wins. Very interesting, though, that Jigglypuff's made it to the quarterfinals. I feel like Dr. Mario's not the worst matchup for Jigglypuff. Maybe the left side of the bracket, well, you know what, actually it's pretty tough after this. It's going to be either be Ganondorf or Ryu after this one for Jigglypuff, if she manages to advance. I don't know how likely that is, but in terms of getting to the semifinals, this is maybe a gracious matchup for her. We got 11 votes in, potentially looking for one more. Not really quite sure, but I'll give you guys a couple extra seconds to drop your prediction if you feel like doing so. Still plenty of time to make a run on the leaderboard. All right. 11 predictions in. Let's get this show on the road. Predictions for this match are closed, and match number 9 starts now between Dr. Mario and Jigglypuff. Ooh, and a bit of a home field advantage for Dr. Mario, in a sense. But Jigglypuff had a very dominant showing in round number 1. Maybe she's out for vengeance. She tries to go for the down B to start things off when Dr. Mario has 0% damage. Very bold play from Jigglypuff, but does not pay off, unfortunately. And Jigglypuff now has yet to hit Dr. Mario at all, so not a great start for Jigglypuff. Although, nice combo play from Jigglypuff there. And the side B from Jigglypuff almost breaks the shield, but not quite. Dedenne, we did see Dedenne be effective earlier. Not quite as effective in this particular match, but Jigglypuff at 97% could bring this one back pretty early with a sleep kill. You never know. Kamek makes his first appearance. Gonna maybe restore some health, potentially, or no, just stage morph. All right. Another Pokeball in play. Dr. Mario will grab it. He's going to use it. We got Nabbit. We got Beware, and Beware going to uppercut Jigglypuff right into hell, or heaven, whichever you prefer. Jigglypuff now going to attack Nabbit instead of Dr. Mario, so maybe priorities are in the wrong place, as Beware here trying to uppercut Jigglypuff again for a 35% damage, but nope, Beware will leave before doing any extra damage. Nabbit still taking up too much of Jigglypuff's attention, and there we go. We got Knuckles for for Dr. Mario. Jigglypuff has Final Smash available, though. A relatively small stage, she could use it to great effect here, and she will use it right now. And is this enough to take out Dr. Mario? It is! So Dr. Mario actually goes down, but not before he gets Final Smash. So he will have Final Smash available, but Jigglypuff only at 37%. It could be a much worse situation for her. Nice spike from Dr. Mario, who has Final Smash available, has Rodon, and Rodon with the punch through the portal is going to take out Jigglypuff, and she will go down right away to Dr. Mario in their second stop. So Dr. Mario will advance to the semifinals to take on either Ryu or Ganondorf, depending on the outcome of the next match. And now, with that, we got Thermal Pollution jumping up into first place with that Dr. Mario win over Developer Rowan. But both of them now 7 from 9 for their predictions. Okay. And on we go. Pretty fast matchup. Maybe not totally unexpected, although obviously those of us who believe in Jigglypuff a little bit disappointed by that outcome. Now we've got Ryu versus Ganondorf as our second quarterfinal matchup. Predict 5 if you think Ryu wins this matchup, or predict 8 if you think Ganondorf wins this matchup. And right now, starting this prediction session off, Ganondorf has a lot of the support, and keep in mind that Ryu was a huge, huge underdog. I think it was, what, 2-10 in round number 1, and Ryu did pull out the win, so maybe people writing off Ryu one more time, thinking Ganondorf has what it takes. But will you pay for your non-belief in Ryu? We'll find out. Ryu at least has one more vote this time around. Give you guys a couple more seconds in case anybody wants to switch up their predictions, or if there's any stragglers that want to throw their hat in the ring. All right. Looks like we will always move forward with 11. So with that, going to close up predictions for match number 10. And let's see who wins this matchup. Another punch-heavy-ish matchup here. Heavy hitters. All right, and so far, Ryu playing very, I don't know, agile versus Ganondorf at the moment, spending actually a lot of time. Oh, almost breaks the shield though with the sword. So Ryu's gonna have to be very sparing with the shield for the next few seconds here. Don't want to get shield broken, though I don't even know if we've ever seen shield break on Smash Journey. All right, Gear Him for Ryu up against Ganondorf. But of course, Gear Him actually not really doing anything at the moment, kind of just jumping back and forth between platforms. In fact, Ganondorf gonna get a hit off on Ryu, even though he's trying to dodge multiple people at the same time. There we go. Ganondorf now at 105%, and Gear Him will get the job done. So now it is Ryu up one stock over, I don't know who that character is in the background. Kind of creepy, though. Won't lie. Pokeball down below. Ganondorf looking like he's trying to grab it. He will not really have an opportunity to do so as we head to the Animal Crossing Island. All right, Mimikyu, which does insta-kill if it grabs anybody over 100%, and that's exactly what's going to happen here, so it's just a matter of time before Ryu goes down, and will he have his final smash beforehand? He will, and that means that Ryu loses final smash, as Ganondorf will have final smash ready immediately as soon as Ryu loses invulnerability. Will he use it, though? Or did the respawn screw with Ganondorf's ability here? He tries to shield. Is it enough to get the KO? It's not, so one of the rare times where we don't see a KO from Ganondorf's final smash. Ryu, now very close to his final smash, has Ganondorf at 54%. This could be a KO from the Hadouken if played well. There's a Pokeball over on the left dock next to Kapp'n, but it looks like neither fighter will get it as we stage more back to stage number 1. Ryu now has final smash one more time. Will he use it? Will he land it? He will indeed. The Hadouken, though, completely ineffective up against Ganondorf at 80%, so not a great final smash at that damage point, unfortunately. And of course, now we've got Dr. Wright, which will he finally land one? No, he will not. Another streak will be maintained of never hitting, just like Snorlax. And the knee from Ryu will get the job done. So once again, we got Ryu with the underdog win over Ganondorf. Some of you, not many of you, but some of you believing in that obviously helps you in the leaderboard quite a bit, closing the gap overall in the tournament. So Ryu will move on to take on Dr. Mario in the semifinals as we head on to our third of 4 quarterfinals to determine the other side of our leaderboard, who will be advancing between these two heavyweight champions, between DK and Ridley. If you think that Donkey Kong will advance, please predict 9. If you think Ridley will win, please predict 11. Wow, if my night wasn't already ruined, I'd be fuming. We know, Gigantic Pingu, we know. By the way, stay tuned. If you guys don't follow Gigantic Pingu, I honestly should give Pingu a shout out real quick. I know most of you probably do. But of course, Gigantic Pingu, a dutiful mod of mine, a good friend, also a streamer, usually twice a week. We will be doing a collab later this month, I believe, towards the end of the month. So if you guys are potentially looking forward to some non-Smash content between me and Gigantic Pingu, please drop him a follow in anticipation of that event. I'll obviously leave it to him to maybe discuss the details of when and where and what that event will be. But I think it's going to be a pretty fun one. In the meantime, get those predictions in. We got 10 in, looking for potentially one more. If you haven't yet made your prediction, make sure to do so. Predict 9 for Donkey Kong, 11 for Ridley, and after about maybe 15 more seconds, I'll send us in. Let's just say, if you're a fan of Ridley GM, you'll be more than satisfied. I don't know if that's true. I would say if you're a fan of Gigantic Pingu, you'll be more than satisfied. I'm just along for the ride. Or the climb, perhaps. All right, it looks like, who are we waiting on? Maybe Risso? Risso, I don't know if you're there or if you want to make your prediction, but now would be the time to do so. Otherwise, I'll send us in. All righty. Okay, predictions for match number 11 are closed, and away we go. Let's check out who wins this matchup. This is maybe going to determine a finalist, if I had to guess.
3, 2, 1.
Jungle Jape, so Donkey Kong feeling at home on this stage. Ridley almost jumps into the rapids right away. Manages to avoid them, though. Okay, Donkey Kong not really able to land the attack because Ridley was in the air and not on the ground, so I don't know what DK was going for there. Both fighters just really dodging around each other more than attacking each other. Okay, but the assist trophy goes to DK. Should he? Oh, he doesn't have an opportunity to use it. He actually drops it, and Ridley will grab it as Samurai Goro will make it his second appearance of the night. Ridley tries to go for the side B slide, but does not manage to do so, but does fall into the water. Got to be a little bit careful here. Need to be able to recover. Samurai Goro doing an insane amount of work to Donkey Kong right now. There's a Pokeball in play as well. Oh, Ridley goes for the side B slide off the stage. Can DK recover? He can indeed, but Togedemaru going to miss. It's Electric Blast. Oh, the kamikaze play from Ridley, unless he can recover. Can Ridley recover this? Oh my gosh, with the stage morph, can he jump up? Oh, Donkey Kong goes down to balloon fight stage morph. And Ridley with an insane play to take advantage of the stage twice in a row. Ridley will two-stock over DK, an unfortunate showing for our Grape Ape in his non-grape variety. So wow, Ridley with a significant win there. Ridley planned that play with the refs. I mean, I love to see it personally, but I didn't rig this one. Thermal Pollution stays in first place, 3 points above developer Rowan, looking to tie Thermal maybe in this next matchup here. Three-way tie at 7. That's true, actually. That's a good point. Phoenix, Dagaboo, and BP all tied for 7th place. Two-way tie for 4th as well. Still plenty of time for anybody to make a jump on the leaderboard. There's, what, 8 prediction points left, and a lot of sponsor points still on the table. We got one more quarterfinal match left to go, and that quarterfinal match is between Incineroar and Luigi, and this is going to be battle for 2nd place, potentially 1st place. If you believe in Incineroar, please predict 14. If you believe in Luigi, predict 15. All right, get those votes in. 8 votes in at the moment. Prince Anime with that Incineroar sponsor. Rowan with that Luigi sponsor. Zero faith, only hopes. I mean, isn't that kind of what faith is at the end of the day? All right, and there we go. We got 5-5 at the moment. Someone's got to beat the Green Goober. If it's going to be anybody, it might be Incineroar. Incineroar may be the only one of these two poised to take on Ridley in the semifinals. Can he do it, is the question. Got 10 votes in, looking for one more. I don't know who we're missing, but give you guys an opportunity to drop your votes. It was Dekaboo in the end, and that is 11 votes. So with that, will carry us forward. No sense in dawdling. On we go. Here's our quarterfinal matchup between Incineroar and Luigi. Very close in terms of voting, 5-6.
3, 2, 1.
Alright, interesting stage. I don't know that this is great for Incineroar. Honestly, I think Luigi can take advantage of these platforms in a way that Incineroar cannot. But Luigi has yet to do any damage to Incineroar, and Incineroar going to potentially combo down Luigi here. Luigi playing really bold here. Maybe tries to bait out a spike attack from Incineroar to no avail. And finally, the belly flop from Luigi going to do a little bit of damage here. Pokeball going to fall off the stage immediately. Off the nest and then off the stage. And Luigi now at 88% to Incineroar's 10%. Incineroar just needs one side B, and that could be it for Luigi. Luigi gonna get hit by something off stage, and the stage will end up killing Luigi, although he may have survived the knockback initially. And here we go, assist trophy for Luigi. It is Knuckle Joe, so decent assist trophy as we head over to the Minecraft stage. Knuckle Joe doing a lot of damage to Incineroar. But Luigi's gonna hit Incineroar out of the last bit of damage there from Knuckle Joe, the last final attack. And the up smash from Incineroar also doing a bit of damage to Luigi. Luigi almost has final smash. He does have it available now. This could be a great opportunity to use it. Get rid of Incineroar's final smash as well. The vacuum, the Ghostbuster gonna soak up Incineroar, but no, it's not enough to give Incineroar the final smash. So Incineroar will have final smash very shortly and will be posed to take down Luigi should he choose to use it, and he does, right up against the beginner hut in Minecraft, and this will probably do it against Luigi, 114%, and the knockback will be enough, and Luigi goes flying off into the infinite depths of Minecraft's world generation. Incineroar moves on in very convincing fashion over Luigi. And with that, where does that leave our leaderboard? Prince Anime jumps up to second place, only 2 points behind Thermal Pollution, and now it really is going to come down to who wins in these sponsored matchups at the end. But obviously, don't let that discourage any of you. Even if you're not looking like you're going to get the top spot here, you could still win the consolation prize at the end, especially if you go all 15 matches. Your chances are pretty good. Okay, and on we go. Luigi and Dr. Mario will not have their showdown that Rowan so desperately wants. But what we do have Dr. Mario against is Ryu on the left side of the bracket. Can Dr. Mario or Ryu advance? Who will go on to the finals? If you think Dr. Mario advances, predict 2. If you think Ryu advances, predict 5. Through 2 matches now, Ryu's been a significant underdog. Will he be the underdog in this set of predictions as well? Dr. Mario looked pretty convincing, you have to admit. Will this be the fighter to take down Ryu, or will Ryu continue to defy expectations? Predict 2 for Dr. Mario, predict 5 for Ryu. Looking for potentially 1 more vote, and then we'll get this show on the road. I gotta make sure to not skip this matchup. I almost skipped it. I had my controller hovering skip, but we don't want to do that. No, we do not. All right. Well, it looks like 10 may be what we go forward with. It looks like our 11th vote is not coming, and that's perfectly okay. We got 3 matches left to go. The first of our 2 semifinals is Dr. Mario versus Ryu. Who wins this matchup? Dr. Mario with a 2-vote advantage over Ryu.
3, 2,
All right, Wind Waker, here we go. All right, Ryu with a very strong start here, but Ryu gets spiked by the ship! Oh boy, really, really bad move by Ryu there, who started out the match so strong. And now we're on the ARMS stage. Ooh, and we got the Suika game update. Thank you for downloading in the background of my game here. Thank you very much, Switch. We got an assist trophy over on the right side of the stage. Dr. Mario's game to lose at this point. Can Ryu bring this one back? Okay, Starfy for Dr. Mario. Oh, and that move from Dr. Mario using the platform to uppercut Ryu, giving him maybe a taste of his own medicine, as one might say. We got Gray Fox as well for Dr. Mario, and now Ryu is in trouble. Ryu's got to make something happen here. I'm not sure what he can do to bring this game back in his favor, if anything. 140%. He does get saved by the top of the stage, so he doesn't go down quite yet. But Gray Fox is going to take him out, and that's a 2-stock for Dr. Mario. And as Gigantic Pingu said, it's just what the doctor ordered, and Thermal Pollution looking in a good position to potentially win it all. But there's still hope, because Incineroar has 6 more points on the field that could potentially be awarded to him. With that Dr. Mario win, though, that's going to put Thermal Pollution quite ahead of the competition, currently 6 points ahead. But Prince Anime is in second and needs this Incineroar win in the second semifinal to have a chance of catching Thermal Pollution. Actually, he's going to need to win both matches in order to have a chance. So Thermal Pollution, can he bring this one home? It's going to be a tough matchup either way for Dr. Mario, though, depending on the outcome of our second semifinal, which is between Ridley and Incineroar. If you think that Ridley wins this matchup, please predict 11. If you think Incineroar wins this matchup, please predict 14. This is going to be an interesting one. Both fighters very side B happy. We love to see Incineroar throw up against the ring. We love to see the side B slide from Ridley. Which one will use the move more effectively is the question. Whoever uses better, or whoever uses the side B more effectively, probably going to win this matchup. Prince Anime, okay, there we go. Soul also going to throw some support behind Incineroar, but Prince Anime, for a time being, was the only backer of Incineroar, kind of out of necessity more than anything. But of course, Ridley is sponsorless and could be a bracket buster tonight. Many people siding with Thermal Pollution on this one, hoping that Ridley gets the win and pretty much secures first place for Thermal overall. Could this be Thermal's night, or will it all collapse for him at the last minute with an Incineroar win, is the question. So if you have not yet made your prediction, make sure to do so now. Give you guys maybe 15 more seconds, and there we go. We got 10 votes in. Maybe looking for 11, potentially. Not sure. Thermal Pollution doesn't want me to jinx it, but it could happen. Could happen. You never know. All right, Prince Anime, preying upon Thermal Pollution's downfall. Everybody else, except for Soul, believing in Ridley in this matchup. And let's close up the predictions and jump right into this. Who will take on Dr. Mario in the finals? Is it going to be Ridley? Is it going to be Incineroar? And what stage are we on? Ooh, Duck Hunt stage. So small stage. This side B could honestly be really impactful. Relatively small blast zone, which means knockback could be really potent here. There's the side B slide from Ridley against Incineroar. It brings Incineroar up to 40%, now 45%. Ridley maybe thinking about another side B slide, but there's the side B from Incineroar. Going to be a nice throw, bringing Ridley up to 60%. Pokeball for Ridley, he's got it, and it is Alolan Raichu, and there's not much hiding room in this one for Incineroar. So he's going to have to be careful, and here we go, Color TV Game 15 as well. So Alolan Raichu and Color TV Game 15. The spike from Incineroar gonna send Ridley to his grave, but Ridley gonna get the job done on Incineroar first, so we're all tied up, 1 stock apiece, as Midna, I think, for Incineroar is gonna potentially grab Ridley. Ridley's gotta be careful to avoid this. Ridley now at 61%, both fighters very close to their final smash, but Incineroar in a much better position to get a kill with the final smash. But the side B slide from Ridley is gonna take out Incineroar. And I alluded to it before the match, but it really did come down to the side B moves, and Ridley takes advantage of the wonky stage and the small blast zone to use side B to come back from a very significant deficit in that one. So with that, Ridley will advance. Thermal Pollution now pretty much has this one on lock. I don't think anybody has Ridley as a sponsor, so congratulations to Thermal Pollution. Ridley Cheese Armor with Streamer Buff, too strong. It's true. It is true. So Thermal Pollution probably will win tonight. We'll obviously see the tournament through and see which fighter is going to get their win. Will it be Dr. Mario? Would honestly be pretty interesting to see a Dr. Mario tournament win. We'll open up the predictions for the final, but we'll get this one underway pretty quickly so we can award Thermal Pollution his earnings for what I presume will be a Red Lobster gift card, a $10 Red Lobster gift card. Thermal Pollution is, of course, single-handedly keeping them open after they declared bankruptcy. Thermal Pollution actually probably a majority stock owner in Red Lobster at this point, although I don't think they're actually publicly traded. Not that their stock would be worth anything. But Thermal Pollution, of course, always the Red Lobster lover. $10 could get him one single Cheddar Bay biscuit. Prince Anime praying against the streamer here, and I understand. Many people are praying for my downfall, but I just have to rise above them. Currently 5-5 in terms of voting. I think that's everybody that we're going to roll with. No, we're going to get Dega's vote as well. It is 5-6. If you have not yet made your predictions, 2 for Dr. Mario, 11 for Ridley. Thermal Pollution was the one that flew the plane with the sign the other day. Let's see if I can I get an image of this? Let's see if I can do this. I want to show you guys this image that Thermal Pollution's talking about, because it is kind of beautiful, because just to dox myself, this is, of course, my hometown that's doing this. Let me copy the image link, paste this in. Will it load? Let's see. It's trying. Here we go. Here's my hometown. There's a meme that happens every year on April Fool's Day, where the people of Wassa get tricked into thinking that a Red Lobster is going to go to Wassa. I don't know why they believe it every year, but they did reach out to the CEO of Red Lobster via a message in the sky and said, Wassa, Wisconsin loves Red Lobster. Please? Because they really want Red Lobster there, and really you can't blame them for trying. Thermal Pollution, of course, was the one to write that message in the sky. Thank you for your service, Thermal P. Okay, with that, predictions for match number 15 are closed. And let's check it out. Can Thermal Pollution go all the way with Dr. Mario, or is Ridley here to break a bracket? And make those of you think twice in the future about who you sponsor when Ridley is in the roster here. Ridley actually going to take stage damage there from the bomb blocks. But Dr. Mario is not out of it yet by any stretch of the imagination. Using his moves, his kicks, his punches, his pills, whatever it takes to deal some significant damage. Oh, but the horrible positioning from Dr. Mario is going to result in him taking a lot of damage as the blocks fall on top of him. And we got Fletchling for Ridley. So 2 winged beasts going up against Dr. Mario at the moment. I don't know which one is more fearsome. Currently looking like Fletchling. Is Dr. Mario doing everything he can to avoid Fletchling? And we got the Squid Sisters, but the Squid Sisters not going to be effective at the moment, although they could be. They could be, as the blast zones will close in. Dr. Mario's gonna have to play this carefully, but no, doesn't matter. He's gonna take out Ridley anyways. Nice move from Ridley there during his phase of invulnerability, but a good spot for Dr. Mario to bring this one back. And now Dr. Mario takes a slight lead. It is very close. Pokeball, we got Pyukumuku again. This time for Ridley. Can Dr. Mario recover? He can. We're stage morphing. We are going to go to Little Mac's home stage here for Punch Out, and here we go. Ridley has his final smash. The side B slide is available. Dr. Mario also has final smash, but no! The ring gonna block Ridley's final smash from connecting. Now Dr. Mario could position himself to get the win, but can he do it? Yes, he can! No final smash necessary. Ridley will go down. Dr. Mario uses the positioning of the punch out knockout stage to get the job done, and Dr. Mario will close it out for Thermal Pollution, who now earns 39 points on the night, 12 of 15 for predictions. A very, very strong showing from Thermal Pollution overall. Developer Rowan not too far behind in terms of predictions, but really in this tournament tonight, the sponsors made all the difference. As you can see, Thermal Pollution really ran away with it. And also shout out to user Fifu, who did drop the knowledge bomb of the Dr. Mario sponsor and then left without a word, but Dr. Mario did win, and of course 4-way tie for 7th place, as Phoenix said. 21 points seemed to be the magic number tonight, but really it was 39 that you were all chasing, and only one person can win that 10 bucks, and it is Thermal Pollution. So Thermal, I will get you your money shortly. Let's check out Dr. Mario's win screen. Let's head over to the game screen here and see his celebration, because it is not every day that Dr. Mario gets to celebrate a tournament win here on Smash Tourney. Knowledge and Truth Bomb all in one. Kudos to Fifu. Exactly. Okay, so here we go with that Dr. Mario win, right? Let's pull up the post-game screen. Thermal Pollution, congratulations! Another win for Thermal Pollution, another one in Season 2. Very exciting stuff, and of course, honestly, a good way to end the tournament run. 5 streak to close things out with the Ridley and Dr. Mario bets. Worked out for Thermal Pollution. Turns out !S Space Mario is the way to go. That's true, except for Mario, not so good compared to Dr. Mario. Don't know what to say about that, other than we're not done giving out money just yet, folks. Let's head over to our raffle screen. One day, I promise, I will make this look a little bit better. But for the time being, you should see yourself represented here as many times as you made predictions on the evening. The only person that cannot win this is Thermal Pollution because he won the grand prize. And you do have to be here to claim your earnings. So if we roll somebody that's not here in chat, we will re-roll. And without further ado, let's check it out. Who will win our $5 consolation prize tonight? Ooh, here we go. It's gonna be New Phoenix! Hey! First tournament that Phoenix gets to fully participate in, and the consolation prize goes to Phoenix. Congratulations. I will reach out to you on Discord. I will get you your $5 rigged, says Risto. Well, Risto, maybe you should have been here from the beginning, but congratulations to Phoenix. It's always nice to see somebody new, a fresh face, get the earnings. Let me pull up my Twitch as well, just to see if there's anybody live, maybe Duck Toby. I do really want to raid Duck Toby per what I keep telling Dandelion Ghost, but it looks like... nope. Not tonight. If anybody has a raid target for us, let me know. New Phoenix News Days are a go. That's so true. That's so true. If anybody has a raid target, let me know. Otherwise, I'll send us towards one of the people that I'm following. So drop any raids in the chat that you want. Otherwise, thank you all for tuning in. We will be back next week, Tuesday. Maybe with a different game. Who knows? Maybe we'll change things up. Maybe we'll change things up next week. Maybe it won't be Ultimate. Maybe it'll be something else, or maybe we'll go back to Ultimate. I'll try to keep you guys on your toes. It looks like nobody is dropping any suggestions at the moment, so we will just raid Zeus44. Say hello if you don't mind before we say goodbye to everybody. I don't expect anybody to stick around, but of course, spreading some love on behalf of the community is always appreciated. Raid and run, and I will see you guys next Tuesday. Congratulations to the winners, and thank you all for participating. I love you all. Bye-bye.